to the program. My name is Chet Davis, otherwise known as your technology tutor. Delighted to have you along today, this Friday. We're here each weekday morning, Monday through Friday, 6:45 a.m., 9:45 a.m. Pacific. On Fridays, I like to share a website or web resource that I think is of great value to my friends and colleagues who use technology for work, specifically for those of you who are experts and authors, presenters, teachers, that kind of thing. And today I wanted to delve into a topic that is oftentimes misunderstood or confused. There may not be a regular occasion for you to use this, but when you do, it's really important that you understand this, and then I want to provide a resource to address the issue. What I'm talking about is music for your projects. And earlier this week, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I focused on making better videos. And on Monday, we talked about the importance of audio. We talked mostly about the importance of capturing good audio. In other words, the voice of your subject, whether that's you or somebody you're interviewing, something like that. Another component that goes along with that, which I'll deal with in an upcoming class, is the importance of music to enhance your project. Music can just totally bring in a complete element. Music brings in emotion, as we know, whether you're listening to music in an adventure film, in a thriller, in a horror movie, in a drama, in a very poetic and gentle moment. Music can so enhance the visual elements of what we're seeing. So if you're making videos on YouTube, if you're doing videos that are part of an online course or class, if you're making videos to promote your brand, to promote an upcoming class, of course, maybe it's the course themselves. You want to make sure you choose music that fits, but you also want to make sure your music is royalty free. Here's what I'm saying. A lot of people have the mistaken notion that if I buy a song on iTunes, or I bought the CD, or for those of us who are old school, my son would say, back in the day, you know, I bought an album on vinyl. How many of you still have records, right? And I own that music, but you don't own the music. You own the copy of that music, and what you've purchased is listening rights, the rights to listen to that song, the rights to listen to that music. You have not purchased what is called synchronization rights. And synchronization rights is something that the artist or the producer, actually the copyright holder, has that allows us to legally attach that song, use that music with a video or with a PowerPoint or keynote presentation, to use it with our online class, to use it on YouTube as part of a marketing video. You don't have that right legally unless you've purchased the synchronization rights. And for a lot of popular music that we would hear on the radio or on Pandora, on Apple Music, on Spotify, it can cost thousands of dollars, and sometimes the artists will not relinquish or sell that music, that right. So it's important that you find royalty-free music, and that's a nice way of saying the music does not have royalties attached to it. You are allowed to use that music in your project or projects. Now, if you search royalty-free in Google or Bing, you're going to end up with a bunch of sites, and there are services and websites that sell royalty-free music. You can buy albums of royalty-free music. Okay, you can use a product like Smart Sound or Sonic Fire Pro that lets you create your own royalty-free music. They're really cool software, by the way. I use a company as well called Music to Hughes, Music number 2 Hughes, and they have the ability to buy discs. I have a whole collection, an album of music from Music to Hughes that is royalty-free music, instrumental music, which is perfect for video projects. You can also buy per song. So you can buy collections of royalty-free music, or you can buy single tracks of royalty-free music. It can cost anywhere from a couple bucks up to hundreds of dollars, depending on the project, depending on the commercial application. If it's for broadcast TV, like a national commercial, it can cost a lot of money because you have the opportunity to gain a lot of money. And let's be honest here, it's the creative work of another individual, of another professional. So It'd be like if you're an author, if you're taking somebody else's music or song and using it in your work that's part of a paid for class or a marketing video or something like that, contributes to your business. It's just like somebody else taking a section of your book or your ebook or your finished speech and saying, hey, I want to use that, and not giving you any credit or not giving you any profit because they're making profit. So it's important we acknowledge that. And you want to be very thoughtful and intentional about this, because if you get to a place where your product catches on, in particular, if you're making great success with it, beware, there is the potential for a lawsuit. And people have had this happen, and charges of hundreds or thousands of dollars for misuse of this. So I'm not here just to talk about the problem. I want to give you a cure for the issue. And what I want to do is talk about a website called Audionautix, Audionautix. Jason is the curator, the provider. In fact, let me go ahead and fire up my second display here, because I want to show you the website, not just talk about it. Audionautix, Audionautix, I guess, is more the thing, right? So by visiting that website, you'll notice that you have a collection of options here. In fact, let me click over there. Let's go full screen on that guy. Beautiful, full screen. And you have the ability to select different genres, or kind of music styles is another way to say that. So if I want acoustic, I can say, give me some acoustic music. And then you can pick the mood, soothing. You can even pick the tempo down here. Maybe I want something medium. And then find the music, and it gives me, this time it turned up only one song. So I can click here, click this button to listen to the song. And it plays the tune. Isn't that cool? Now, I'm going to go ahead and pause that. Now, what I can do is I can download this. See this link here? If you're on a Windows PC, you just click on it. If you're on a Mac, you're going to go Control-click or right-click, and then you can download the linked file. It will download that as an MP3 file that I can use in my videos. I can use it as part of my presentation. I can use it in a live presentation. I have lots of options. And this is not only free, it doesn't cost a dime, it is royalty-free. Royalty-free and free, those two components. So you're legally allowed to use it, and there is a place on the homepage that you can actually download essentially a letter that attributes the rights and gives you permission to use it under what we call a Creative Commons license. So very, very cool. Let's just go back and show you one more thing. As I go home, and I could pick a couple different genres. So maybe I want to do jazz, and I want to do medium tempo jazz. So I go ahead and click Find Music, and you can see I have a number of different options here. So I can listen to each of them. I could download one or download more of them. Really, really cool. I've been using this for a number of years, and I do want to point out that there is the option, especially if you're using this in work for hire. I think it is a great idea to donate, to go ahead and contribute back to Jason, who's the purveyor of this site. Now, he has written and performed much of the music on here. He does have guest artists who come on and share some songs, but the majority is done by him. I've used other royalty-free music, and some of it sounds so canned. You know, it sounds so electronica that it's supposed to be like kind of acoustic classical, and it sounds, well, it's like put through an MP3 machine, and it's music sampled, and it's just electronic from an electronic software program, and it sounds, I don't know any other way to say it, it sounds cheesy. I don't choose to use it. It does not give me the mood I'm looking for. I've used Jason's work in a lot of stuff. You can hear this music is in my my audio podcast, which is available on iTunes. It is in my show. In fact, I take this show recorded live on Facebook, and I do some slight editing with it, add music at the beginning and end, and you'll find that on my YouTube channel and my website. So what I am long way of saying it is over here on the right side, you can donate. So donate $5, donate $10, donate $100, whatever works for you. But as Jason said, it's good for your karma. Okay. So that's today's tip. Again, Audionautix, and I'll put the link directly in the show notes below so you can access that. Great resource for your video projects, even for audio projects. It can be music for your podcast, all kinds of things. All right, that's it for this Friday edition of Tech for Experts and Authors, otherwise known as Tech Talk with Chet. Say that 5 times fast. Be sure and like this page if you haven't already. Please encourage your friends to stop by and check out the resources. There's recordings of the programs we've been doing for the number of weeks now. And invite you back next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. I'm going to focus on 3 of my favorite apps I have on my iPhone and iPad that I think are perfect for experts and authors, for speakers and presenters. Again, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, 6:45 a.m. Pacific, 9:45 Eastern. And if you have suggestions for upcoming shows, put them in the notes below. I'd love to hear your thoughts because you got some great ideas out there. I just need to hear from you, all right? Chet Davis saying go out there and make it a great day. Have a great weekend as well. Bye-bye for now.